Level 5. What's the Matter with Ben? By Rachel Wilson.
Ben sat on the sofa and kicked Betty's toys out of his way.
Hey, I'm playing here,
She cried.
Well, don't get in my way then,
He replied grumpily. Their mother heard Ben and came into the living room.
Ben, you're part of this family, and I don't like your behaviour,
She said.
I don't care,
Shouted Ben. At dinner, Ben played with his tablet. Please put your game away now, Ben, said his father.
No,
He shouted.
I want to finish this game.
His father was angry. That's rude, he said. Be careful, I'll take away your tablet.
That's not fair. It was my birthday present,
Shouted Ben. Later that evening, the telephone rang. It was Ben's class teacher, Mr. Smith. He wanted to talk about Ben. Ben's mother and father were worried.
What's the matter with Ben these days?
Asked his mother.
He's always tired and he shouts all the time.
I agree, said his father. He's very grumpy. The next day, Ben's father went to see Mr. Smith. What time does Ben go to bed? Asked Mr. Smith. He goes to bed at 8 o'clock. Why? Said Ben's father. He was surprised. Because Ben often falls asleep in class, replied Mr. Smith. And yesterday he failed the spelling test. Ben's father was shocked. What's the matter with Ben? He wondered. After school that day, Ben played in the garden with Betty. Then he came inside and had a shower. After dinner, he did his homework and read a book. Then he brushed his teeth and went to bed at 8 o'clock.
Good night,
said his parents. It was an ordinary evening. But Ben's parents had a plan. At 8:30, Ben's father said, Right, Ben should be asleep now. I'm going to check on him. Ben's father walked quietly down the hall. He stopped outside Ben's bedroom. Everything was quiet. He pushed the bedroom door open. It was dark inside Ben's bedroom. Ben's father looked into the darkness. He could see a shape in the bed. It was Ben, but he was under the covers. Everything was quiet, so Ben's father went back to the living room. Ben's asleep, he told his wife. At 9 o'clock, Ben's mother said,
It's my turn to check on Ben.
Yes, agreed Ben's father. He's tired and grumpy all the time. There must be a reason. Ben's mother walked quietly down the hall. She stopped outside Ben's bedroom. Everything was quiet. She pushed the bedroom door open. Ben's mother tiptoed into his room. At first, she could not see anything. It was too dark. After a minute, she could see the shape of Ben in his bed. Suddenly, the shape moved, and Ben's mother saw some light under the covers. She pulled the covers off the bed.
Ah!
Screamed Ben.
Ah!
Screamed his mother. Ben was not asleep. He had his tablet under the covers.
I don't believe it,
said his mother angrily. Ben's father came in and said, "You're in a lot of trouble, young man. Get out of bed." Ben's parents took Ben to the living room and sat down on the sofa with him. Ben's mother spoke first.
You were rude to your family. You fell asleep in class. You failed your test,
she said.
Now we know why.
Then Ben's father spoke. Children need lots of sleep. I'm taking away your tablet. It's bad for your health, he said. Now Ben was upset.
No, I'm playing a game. I'm not tired. And I'm not grumpy,
he shouted. The next day, Ben's mother phoned Mr. Smith. She told him about the night before.
Playing games all night is bad for his eyes, his brain and his body. But Ben doesn't believe us. He's angry because we took away his tablet,
she said. Don't worry, said Mr. Smith. I have an idea.